Do these two words sound the same to you? If so, I'm here to help distinguish two sound differences for you today. My name's Stu Sensei and I'm a British English teacher from BritishPronunciation.com, and I'm here to help level up your English. Let's get to it. So these two words you may think sound exactly the same, but actually in English this one is year and this one is jeer. Slight difference at the beginning, and those are the two sounds we're going to try and separate out, make them different today. Let's practice. So two key differences for these two sounds are, number one, the tongue position, and number two, whether you're pausing the air before you say the sound. So for example, with the y sound, you could do that for a long time. Y. So you could actually allow the air to go throughout. That's because the tongue does not touch the roof of the mouth. Usually the mouth isn't going to be this open when you do it. It's going to be more like this. But for this sake, I want to show you where the tongue position is. But as you can see, the middle of the tongue is closer to the mouth, but there's a clear gap between. You can see that gap here in the middle. Whereas with the j sound, actually the front of the tongue is close to the top, and then it's stopping the air going through at the start and at the end. It'll be like, it's like you can't push it through. But then when you open up, you get that j, because it's being pushed up, j, like this. So you want to watch the tongue position, specifically the front of the tongue. It should be touching the gum just behind the back of the teeth, okay? J, j, j. Let's practice those two sounds together. So we have y, 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 and then we have j, j, j. Okay, let's try a little faster. Y, 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 j, j, j. And then let's try and alternate those two sounds. This is the tricky bit. Here we go. We'll go slow and then fast. Y, j, y, j, y, j. Let's go a little faster. Y, j, y, j, y, j. Okay, good practice. Let's go into some words with these sounds in them. First up, the y sound. Repeat after me. Yam, year, yet, yob, use, yell, yin, yak, yoke, yaw, you, yawl, yeti, yak, yacht. And now some words with the just sound. Jam, jeer, jet, job, juice, gel, gin, jack, joke, jaw, Jew, jewel, jetty, jack, jot. Now we're going to put those words side by side, so you're practicing the difficult sounds next to each other. Are you ready? Let's go. Jam, yam, jeer, year, jet, yet, job, yob, juice, use, gel, yell, gin, yin, jack, yak, jot, yacht, joke, yoke, jaw, yaw, Jew, you, jewel, you'll, jetty, yeti. Great job. Let's put those words into some sentences. Here we go, sentence time. Let's go with the y sound first. Let's go. She added a yam to the stew for sweetness. It's been a year since we last met. I haven't finished my homework yet. The town tried to reform the local job. I could put this pen to good use. Don't yell in the library, it's rude. In yoga, we explore the balance of yin and yang. The yak carried heavy loads up the mountain. The farmer fixed the yoke on his oxen. You're going to love this movie. You are my best friend. You'll see the difference after you try. The myth of the Yeti fascinates many explorers. They sailed away on their private yacht. That's it for these ones. Let's go to the j sound. She spread jam on her toast. The audience began to jeer the delayed start. A jet flew overhead with a loud roar. He's looking for a new job. Would you like some apple juice? Use the gel to style your hair. They decided to make gin and tonics. Jack lifted the car to change the tire. She told a joke that made everyone laugh. He broke his jaw in the accident. The Jew celebrated Hanukkah with his family. The jewel sparkled in the sunlight. They walked to the end of the jetty to fish. Jot down your thoughts in this notebook. Nice job. Let's do some tongue twisters. So we got some tricky tongue twisters today, but it's a great way to practice that specific sound. So let's get into it. The first one, we're going to go slow, medium, then fast. Here we go. Jack's jazzy yaks yak by the yacht. And now medium speed. Jack's jazzy yaks yak by the yacht. Okay, now the fast version. Jack's jazzy yaks yak by the yacht. Okay, let's go on to tongue twister 2. The slow version to start with. Jules juggled 3 jars as Yanni yelped. Okay, now the medium version. Jules juggled 3 jars as Yanni yelped. Okay, now the fast version. Let's do it. Jules juggled 3 jars as Yanni yelped. Okay, nice job. And now tongue twister number 3. The slow version. Jan jumped over a jealous yeti in July. Okay, nice work. Now medium version. Here we go. Jan jumped over a jealous yeti in July. Okay, nice job. Now the fast version. Here we go. Jan jumped over a jealous yeti in July. Okay, nice job. Now let's do the shadowing. So if you don't know what shadowing is where you mimic what I say, maybe a couple of seconds after I say it. We're going to read the same passage together, and you just have to copy the way I say. Just try and read it and listen out to how I'm saying it just before you. Then you can adjust any sounds which you feel like you're about to make a mistake, but you've heard me just before, so then maybe you can correct it as you go. Let's get into it. We're going to start in 5, 4, 3, 2. Jack had just bought a yacht last year, and yet he was already planning his next adventure. You're always thinking about the next trip, his young sister joked as she spread jam on her toast and poured some juice into her glass. You should use this time to relax a bit more, she added, yawning. Jack adjusted his jacket, replied with a smile, but there's so much more to see. Like Japan, I've never been, and it's high on my list. Their conversation continued in the yard under the soft morning light. Jack's sister, still holding her yogurt, couldn't help but admire his endless energy and enthusiasm. Well, just make sure you don't leave without me next time, she said, her jaw dropping a bit at the thought of sailing around the world. Deal, Jack replied, already imagining the jet they'd take to get to their yacht, ready for their next big adventure. Okay, nice work on the shadowing, and that's it for this practice, but there are plenty more practices for you if you want to improve your pronunciation. Just check them out right here. I made a whole playlist for you.